Hi, my name is Adam Whitmer and I'm your host here at ComplianceCohort.com. This compliance clip is going to focus on the expiration date for a revised loan estimate. This is a TRID 2.0 topic. Now, the question is, how is the expiration date of fees disclosed on a revised loan estimate when an applicant already gave their intent to proceed? Now, the answer to this is a bit tricky. In order to answer it, we really need to look at the history of the expiration date for fees in regards to the rules. Now, TRID 1.0 really was not clear. In fact, it was silent in regards to guidance on this topic. Now, of course, our question is relating to the expiration date of fees. That's a spot on the loan estimate that basically says when your fees are going to expire. Now, we always have that on our first loan estimate, but what do we do on any revised loan estimates? And as I said, TRID 1.0 was not clear. So what a lot of us in the compliance industry did is we would default back to previous guidance, and that guidance came from HUD in regards to the good faith estimate, which was the form prior to the loan estimate. Now, the guidance from HUD said that when you have a revised good faith estimate, the date you list for the expiration date of fees, you actually default back to the date on the original good faith estimate. So you're going to list the same expiration date on the revised GFE that was listed on the original good faith estimate. Now, this was confusing for bankers, auditors, and for consumers because oftentimes that date was in the past. The way that rule worked, for example, was if you issued a good faith estimate on January 1st and the expiration of fees was good through January 15th, they gave their intent to proceed before that, maybe on January 10th, and then come February 1st, the bank is issuing a revised loan estimate. What they would have to do is list on the revised loan estimate that's being issued on February 1st, list the date of January 15th, which is a date in the past. Very confusing, and it really didn't make sense. The good news is that TRID 2.0 gave us guidance for revised estimate when the intent to proceed has already been received. And it really has to be received before the fees have expired. What the guidance has done is they've implemented a new comment in the commentary that says to leave the expiration date blank. Now the commentary is comment 4 to 1026.37A13 of Regulation Z. And what this comment now says is that once the consumer indicates an intent to proceed within the time specified by the creditor, which is the 10 business days or a longer period if the creditor chooses a longer period, like in my example of January, it was over 10 business days. But once that time period is up, the date and time at which the estimated closing costs expire are left blank on any subsequent revised disclosures. Now, the preamble tells us the CFPB's reasoning on this. What they say is once the consumer has expressed an intention to proceed, the expiration date is moot. It's a moot point for the purposes of the loan estimate. And this is because the amounts disclosed provide the applicable baseline for the good faith tolerance requirements. This basically means that that date has nothing to do with being able to reset fees. Your fees are going to be locked in. So it has nothing to do. It's a moot point and just leave it blank. Now, I think this is going to be a huge piece for TRID 2.0 initially because auditors throughout the country and even examiners have been citing banks for not listing the date on the original loan estimate because they would default back to that HUD guidance. So this, in my opinion, is a huge change from the perspective of you have to get this right by the time it's required because your auditors and examiners are going to find this as low-hanging fruit that they can easily cite violations for. So you need to make sure that this is in place by the implementation date, which of course is October 1st of 2018. Now, if you're an auditor or an examiner, there's a little tip for you to look at. Sorry, everybody else. But this, I think, will have a big impact, at least initially. In my opinion, it's low risk. But it's low-hanging fruit that could show up on a lot of audit reports for audits that occur with loans originated after, or loan estimates that go out after October 1st of 2018. So that's it for our topic today. Again, my name is Adam Whitmer. I am the founder and your host here at ComplianceCohort.com. If you're not currently a member at Compliance Cohort, take a look. We have a lot of free videos just like this known as Compliance Clips. We love to have you sign up. It's absolutely free. For the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.